Want to speak real Afrikaans from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at afrikaanspod101.com.
Hallo, ek is Anne-Marie. Aangename kennis. Hi, I'm Anne-Marie. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Afrikaans expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Afrikaans. We'll start speaking right away, but first it's important to clarify that in Afrikaans, there are different greetings depending on the situation. Let's first see how Afrikaners introduce themselves in a casual situation. Hallo, ek is Anne-Marie. Aangename kennis. Hi, I'm Anne-Marie. Nice to meet you. Hallo, ek is Anne-Marie. Aangename kennis. Start by saying, Hallo, ek is, then say your name. For example, Hallo, ek is Anne-Marie. Finally, say aangename kennis. Again, all together, it is Hallo, ek is Anne-Marie. Aangename kennis. Now, let's see that same sentence in a more formal context. Goeiedag, ek is Anne-Marie Luck. Aangename kennis. Good day, I am Anne-Marie Luck. Pleasure to meet you. Goeiedag, ek is Anne-Marie Luck. Aangename kennis. Let's try that again. G. Try pronouncing it from the back of your throat. Goeiedag, goeiedag, ek is Anne-Marie Luck. Aangename kennis. So, what has actually changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a closer look at these expressions together. Hallo has been substituted with the formal greeting goeiedag, which is Afrikaans for good day. Ek is Anne-Marie has not been changed. Ek is simply means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Anne-Marie Luck. Here, you would say your full name. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Afrikaans is Hallo, ek is Anne-Marie. Aangename kennis. The more formal way to introduce yourself is Goeiedag, ek is Anne-Marie Luck. Aangename kennis. Now it's time for Anne-Marie's tips. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands, usually with a short but firm handshake. If you're not sure whether to use hallo or goeiedag, just say hallo, as this expression can be used in all introductions. If you use the correct sentence with a friendly smile and a good handshake, Afrikaners will definitely be impressed. That's it for this lesson. Do you know how we say thank you in Afrikaans? You'll learn how to say this and many other words in the next Afrikaans in 3 minuten lesson. Lekker dag!
Hi everyone! Do you know how to say thank you in Afrikaans? In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with the easiest one.
Dankie. Dankie.
Another way to say thank you is
Baie dankie. Baie dankie.
Finally, here's a third way to express your gratitude.
Duisende dankies. Duisende dankies.
Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned.
Dankie. Dankie. Baie dankie. Baie dankie. Duisende dankies. Duisende dankies.
Well done! You just learned 3 different ways to say thank you in Afrikaans. And if you really want to become fluent and speak Afrikaans from the very first lesson, go to afrikaanspod101.com. See you next time!
Hi everyone! How are your Afrikaans listening skills? In this video, you'll have a chance to test them out with a quiz. First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
'n onderwyser en leerder praat. Wanneer sal die leerder na die onderwyser se kantoor gaan? Ek het nie regtig alles in vandag se klas verstaan nie.
Seker, het jy enige vrae?
Ja, ek het 'n hele paar vrae. Het meneer nou tyd?
Ek is nou 'n bietjie besig. Kom asseblief vanmiddag na my kantoor toe. Ek sal tussen 1 namiddag en 4 namiddag daar wees.
Reg so. Ek sal om 2 namiddag daar wees. Wanneer sal die leerder na die onderwyser se kantoor gaan? ‘n onderwyser en leerder praat. Wanneer sal die leerder na die onderwyser se kantoor gaan? Ek het nie regtig alles in vandag se klas verstaan nie.
Seker, het jy enige vrae?
Ja, ek het 'n hele paar vrae. Het meneer nou tyd?
Ek is nou 'n bietjie besig. Kom asseblief vanmiddag na my kantoor toe. Ek sal tussen 1 namiddag en 4 namiddag daar wees.
Reg so. Ek sal om 2 namiddag daar wees.
Did you get it right? I hope you learned something from this quiz. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time. In the last lesson, we learned some phrases used when apologizing in Afrikaans, including ek is jammer and sorry. In this lesson, we are going to learn numbers in Afrikaans. Yes, numbers, nommers. And you are going to learn them in only 3 minutes. 3 minute. Are you ready? Let's start. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job! What is before 1, do you know? The Afrikaans word for 0 is nul. Nul. Now you don't have any more excuses. You can give your friends your cell phone number in Afrikaans. Let's try it together. We'll use the phrase my nommer is, which means my number is. My nommer is. My nommer is 0892135874. Can you read it by yourself? 0892135874. Perfect. Now it's time for Anne-Marie's tips. When we travel in South Africa, we sometimes have to read our ticket number to the travel agent. Learn your numbers well so you can impress them. This will also help if you need to listen to numbers being announced, like in the airport. Do you know the Afrikaans word for 100? Here's a hint. It's very similar to the English word. In the next lesson, we are going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Afrikaans. Your task now is to practice the numbers we studied in this lesson, from 1 to 10. Lekker dag!
Hi everyone! Do you know how to say I love you in Afrikaans? In this lesson, you'll learn 3 different ways to say it. Let's start with how to express your feelings to your loved one.
Ek het jou lief. Ek het jou lief. Ek het jou lief.
Or if you want to explain those butterflies in your stomach, you can say Ek hou van jou. Ek hou van jou. Ek hou van jou. And when you feel that I love you is not enough, you can say,
Woorde kan nie my liefde vir jou beskryf nie. Woorde kan nie my liefde vir jou beskryf nie. Woorde kan nie my liefde vir jou beskryf nie.
You just learned 3 different ways to say, I love you in Afrikaans. You are at a bus terminal where you're attempting to buy a ticket from a ticket counter. There are 4 different counters. Which counter should you line up at to go to the south side of the city? Which counter should you line up at to go to the south side of the city? The third counter is the counter for bus tickets that go to the south side of the city.
Ver suid van die stad.
You are at a bus terminal where you've just bought a long-distance ticket. Which row and seat number are you in? Which row and seat number are you in? The ticket says that you're in the 8th row in seat C.
8ste ry, sitplek C.
You are at a bus terminal where you're reading the schedule for long-distance buses. On which days are there no buses running? On which days are there no buses running? There are no buses running on public holidays and the 3rd Sunday of every month.
Publieke vakansiedae, 3de Sondag van elke maand.
You are at a bus stop where you're waiting for the 301 bus. Suddenly, a message appears on the display. What does the message on the display? What does the message on the display? The display reads, "The next train will not stop."
Die 301 bus stop nie hier nie.
You just got off a bus at a bus terminal and you're looking to catch a taxi. Which direction should you go to get to the taxi rank? Which direction should you go to get to the taxi rank? You should head east to get to the taxi rank.
Oos.
In the last lesson, you learned how to thank people by saying dankie. In this lesson, you'll learn some of the most common greetings used when speaking Afrikaans. Is jy reg? Are you ready? Let's start. The most commonly used informal greeting is hallo. Hallo. Hallo means hi or hello. We can use this greeting with friends or relatives. Hallo. The most used formal greetings changes depending on the time of day. Let's see what they are. First we have goeiedag. Literally, goeiedag means good day. Goeiedag. As a rule of thumb, we can use goeiedag only during the daytime from late morning until early evening. Next is the greeting we say only for the morning. Goeiemôre. Goeiemôre. For the afternoon, we say goeiemiddag. Goeiemiddag. During the evening, we say goeienaand. Goeienaand. Goed is Afrikaans for good. Môre, middag, and naand means morning, afternoon, and evening, respectively. Easy, right? Now, what should you say when you leave? Afrikaners usually say tot ziens when leaving in a formal situation. Tot ziens. Tot ziens means goodbye. When we say goodbye to friends or relatives, we use the informal lekker dag. Lekker dag. You can also say bye. Bye. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Afrikaans. Let's review them all again. First, the greetings. Informally, we simply say hallo. If you want to be a bit more formal, you can use goeiedag during the daytime, goeiemôre in the morning, goeiemiddag in the afternoon, and goeienaand in the evening. When leaving in a formal situation, we say tot ziens, and in an informal situation, it's lekker dag or bye. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Anne-Marie's tips. In informal situations, Afrikaners, especially good friends, commonly greet each other by giving each other a quick hug. If you're unsure, you can just stick out your hand and give a firm handshake and a smile. A smile goes a long way. During the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase praat jy Engels. Do you already know it? I'll tell you all about it in our next Afrikaans in 3 minute lesson. Lekker dag!
How are your Afrikaans listening skills? First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
'n Man en 'n vrou kyk deur 'n spyskaart in 'n restaurant. Wat gaan die man bestel?
Wat gaan jy bestel?
Die pizza lyk heerlik. Ek dink dis wat ek gaan bestel.
Ek het gister pizza gehad. So,
OK, wat van 'n hamburger?
klink goed. Ek dink dis wat ek sal bestel.
Wat gaan die man bestel? ‘n Man en 'n vrou kyk deur 'n spyskaart in 'n restaurant. Wat gaan die man bestel?
Wat gaan jy bestel?
Die pizza lyk heerlik. Ek dink dis wat ek gaan bestel.
Ek het gister pizza gehad. So,
OK, wat van 'n hamburger?
klink goed. Ek dink dis wat ek sal bestel.
Did you get it right? I hope you learned something from this quiz. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time.